Hey, Cool Fam. Give me 1 sec. Everybody. Now I know things we're all a little scared. We're a little nervous. We're a little scared, nervous, all the things that you should be when we lost Dave inside his body, and with what's been going on. I totally understand the feeling that we're all having right now. We're scared, have a lot of fear going on, emotions are going high. We're all are nice people at the end. I've seen most of you. You guys are nice people, and I believe we can work together. We can figure out what's going on, who is killing everybody, and yes, it's probably gonna be somebody we don't think it is, but I bet you it is somebody we know, and then somebody we need to find out who this killer is. There's somebody here who's killing us, and I believe the best course of action is for us to, the thing I think that will help us right now is to trust each other. We are friends, family. We will stick together. If we act, we're all good friends, neighbors. We can do this. We cannot beat this. We can beat this thing. So, obviously the door is locked, so no way can get out. We have it locked, so obviously, if it's somebody, there's somebody in here. But I doubt it, but I think we'll all be fine. Yeah, so if you guys can all just be patient, can all just wait till the review's over, then we can figure out who this is. I gladly appreciate it. I've waited 5,000 years. I think I can wait a couple more minutes for the review to end. I'm fine. I'm just old. Okay? I'm fine with the review. We'll be fine till the end.
Totally, man. You are fine. You do the review. We'll be fine. You won't be that long. And we're safe. The room's locked. We're locking it tight. Nobody's gonna come and get us. We're all fine. We're gonna fine. We're not gonna die. We're all perfectly fine characters. Characters that anybody who's been watching the channel knows all for. We've been around the dog days. We're definitely not new characters who are just here to die. No comprende. We're here to stay. So get on that review. I can wait. We've been friends for a while. I can do this.
Yes, Brother Matthew. Your words speak true. Finish the review, and then we can figure out who, or which, or what killed Brother Jacob and our fate. Amen.
Thank you, everybody. I really appreciate it. You guys are all wonderful people. So now we get on to the review. Hey guys, welcome to a new movie. We are here trapped in my workspace. Obviously, me and some of my neighbors and friends, because somebody died, and we're trying to figure out who it is. So I'm just explaining, we're trapped in here until we can figure out who it is. We don't know. We think we're all good, and it's not any of us, because obviously it would not be somebody we don't have any suspicions at all. All these people are nice, friends, neighbors, great. So, let's get talking to the movie. We're doing Werewolf Within, based on a video game made by Ubisoft. If you watch this movie, when I remember seeing the trailer, I'm like, I saw it said Ubisoft. I'm like, what? Ubisoft? They do movies? First of all, do they do movies? Second, this is a franchise or something that they own or a property or whatever the case may be. I did look into it. It is a VR game. That is interesting. A VR game. That is really interesting. Where you are at a camp. You look at it looks like at a campfire. You're all sitting around it. It's in medieval times. And one of you is a werewolf, and you gotta figure out who it is. It's fun. It looks like a fun, little kind of party game. Yeah, call it. Yeah, a funny, fun party VR game. It's fun. Looks actually cool. But the movie itself doesn't follow that concept. One, it's not set in medieval times. Set in the time of now, and it's like a kind of figure out who done it kind of thing. Like you would in the game, couldn't figure out who's the imposter, who's the werewolf. And that's what this is. They don't really believe a werewolf stuff right, but they eventually don't know. But it's a great movie, and it's a lot of shit. When it comes to actors, and what I want to mention, this movie doesn't have, I'm not going to say it doesn't have no-name actors. I'm not going to say that because one, There's only one actor I know off the top of my head. Some of the others I might know from stuff like because obviously I don't know every actor, but the only person I knew was the girl who was who is like the postman, the delivery man. She is in all those AT&T commercials and stuff, so I know who she is just because of TV and stuff. So I've seen her before. But anybody else, I'm like, I don't know who anybody else is. I might know them from something. You'll be like, oh, they're from this movie, etc., etc. I'm like, okay, yeah, cool, I do know them, but not off the top of my head, didn't know. But yeah, so that's when it comes to the cast. I'm like, the cast was actually pretty. I think was good. Like nobody I disliked. I think it was a fun cast. I liked it. I liked everybody. Everybody did really well with the acting. The music was all great. Had some good music choices. It's fun. It's a fun movie. I say that this is a fun movie. A fun kind of horror whodunit thing with werewolves. Great. And also, yeah, it's great. So let's get into what are my thoughts. I think we gave my thoughts really already. But I enjoyed the movie. I do recommend going to see this one. This one I'm like, give it a nice thumbs up. It's good. So let's get into the movie and what a little bit of what it's about and go into my rating and all the stuff like we usually do. So the movie is about this guy who is a ranger. He gets moved for something he did, I think, that's like later in the movie, but I'm not going to spoil it. It's nothing that bad, but like, okay. Makes sense for his job, I guess. He gets moved to this little town, and he stays at this little inn, and he meets this girl who's the post. The person who runs the post, does all the letters and stuff. And also we meet the person who runs that house, the inn and stuff, and then we meet, then as they're walking through town, you meet all the other colorful characters. There's two people who are gay, and they moved out here to sing, and there's this other guy who wants to build a pipeline and all this stuff, and There's a doctor person who lives at the inn, who's like a scientist kind of doctor thing, trying to figure out some stuff, and then stuff I think is just a pipeline. Some people don't want the pipeline built, some people do. There's this other person, this girl, who has this little thing. It's a little dog called Chachi, who I know that's one of the other characters. I'm like, I know the name, because you say it so much, and like the way you like, oh my Chachi, and all the stuff. Like, that's the only, like, I think name I remember from the movie, but it's like, yeah, that's the one thing I noticed. Sometimes with names, like, obviously I know Hans, like, certain movies, if I go see a Star Wars movie, I might know the characters, or a Marvel movie, like, I know the characters, if it's a franchise or something where I know more of the characters, yes, all of the characters and name and title, but you know what I mean, like, movies like this was like, yeah, it might be hard to remember everybody's name, but the main guy, the ranger, like I said, goes on time to meet something, we have her with the dog, Chachi, and she has a husband, and then the main girl who runs the inn has a husband, but she left, and something, and then these other people who run, like, who are, like, the mechanics, this girl and this guy, and they're kind of like I don't know if they're, like, what the proper term would be, like, hillbilly, like, hick, kind of like, you know what I mean, kind of people, redneck, I don't know, you know what I mean, type of people, and it's like, yeah, especially the guy more than the girl, but yeah, and then, I can't think of anybody else. I feel like that's it when it comes to everybody, if I'm forgetting it. Oh, there's also, they go out to, because when they be in the movie, they have to deliver a package, they have to go out and meet the guy who lives out in the middle of the forest. He's a guy who is, like one of the big guys who lives out by himself. He has like a full bear suit on and stuff. He's like, yeah, you know, he's roughing it. He's the tough guy. He's the guy that everybody's scared of. He has a gun. He's saying he gets the fuck off and da. And yeah, so then eventually they find out. Then the dog dies. The first thing that happens is the dog dies. Obviously he gets eaten. They actually showed it in the trailer, so I'm not spoiling it. They kill the dog, Chachi. I'm like, yeah. Then they go one shot about it. And then eventually the power gets shut off and they get blocked off to where they can't leave and stuff. And then obviously they find a body. This happens right in the beginning of the movie. The husband, the one person, the girl who wants to see it. So happens. That's the first thing in the movie. So I don't care. This is not really a spoiler because the first thing you're gonna see, not really a spoiler, I have to say, a little, but not like it's the first thing that happens in the movie. So the husband of the person who wants to in dies. I didn't know that was the husband at the time because obviously he didn't say anything. But if that's not like, hey, this is the husband of this character, no. But they find his body, and then they find out the body, and then obviously find out people are dying, and more people start another person gets attacked, and then just going crazy, and people start going at each other, and he's like, the ranger, I like him, because he's like the nice guy of everything. He's like, yeah, everybody, let's stick together, we do all the night guy routine, and nobody really listens to him. But yeah, everybody gets crazy, and then it's a lot of shit, violent, people die and stuff. It's great movie, and then you find out at the end who actually did it, because depending on what you mean by who did it, who killed the people, it's like, there's a lot of things. Yeah, but it's cool. I enjoyed it. It's cool. And also, I was going to mention if there were within or not, but I'm not going to say if there is or not. because you can find out yourself. Because really, it's up to you will know if they're close enough once you see the movie. But I want to spoil that. If like what's something because like it does movie it's called Werewolf Within All the Werewolves. Maybe not. And the reason enough if I say that usually it means they could imply that maybe the movie doesn't straight up tell you, and then it does a good job of not telling you something, and then maybe it does have it, maybe it does. So if you go into it, you might be like, I don't know if they're all the werewolves or not. They're doing some pretty good cases. And I'm like, nope, there is or there isn't. You kind of get that thing. But yeah, not gonna point any more of that. But yeah, I don't want to be the ending. But of who it is, because I was like, I was not expecting. I was throughout the movie, I was kind of figuring out, could it be this guy. They bring the original point. I'm like, okay, technically it could have been any of them, but you gotta get some ideas and it's fun. I enjoyed it. Great movie. It does have a little, I would say some comedy to it, because it definitely has some parts for people. Like, it gave me some smiles and laughs. I'm like, yeah, let's give it a try. Because, like, it's not a movie that is, like, super, like, serious horror. Or, like, get some fun with it. It's a movie with knows what it is and having a little fun with it. It's great. It's actually a really good movie. I really enjoy it. So, what do I rate this bad boy? What do I rate Werewolf Within? I'm getting it. I knew it wasn't going to be, it's an 8 or 9, and I enjoyed it. I'm tempted to do a 9. But I don't know. It's 8 or 9, and I'm debating. I feel like 8 might be the better thing to do, because I'm like, I like it. Would I watch it again? I think yes, I would. But how much would I watch? That's the thing. I think we'll give it a solid 8. I give it too much, but I think it has to. It's 8 or 9, I'm going to give it an 8. Solid 8. Really solid flick. I actually recommend this. I actually highly recommend this. If not seen it, check it out. So what do you guys think of Werewolf Within? If you guys seen that, let me know in the comments down below. And you guys can always stay up and you can see in the next movie, you guys. Bye. Okay, everybody. The review's over. And let's talk. Everybody. And they're all dead. Okay. Now I need to figure out what the fuck is going on, because, okay, they're dead, so it can't be any of them. I was doing the review. Who did it?
I did it! Dr. Grunheim killed them all!
Dr. Stunheim? You're the one behind this? Why did you kill everybody?
I hated them all! I hated all of them! They were awful human beings. I hated all of them. I wanted them dead. Dead, I told you? Dead. Since my parents' family moved over here from Germany, I've been...
Whoa! Don't tell me you're a Nazi.
What the fuck? Okay. That is totally not called for. I'm not a Nazi. Just because I have a silly accent and I'm from Germany and I'm outside doesn't mean I'm a Nazi. Obviously, I can be a mad, just because I'm a mad scientist with a silly accent from Germany doesn't make me a Nazi, okay? I'm just a regular mad scientist. They're all regular mad scientists. You can be a mad scientist from Germany and not be a Nazi. It's totally a thing. You need to apologize. That's really offensive.
Okay. Valid point. Sorry. Not Nazi. Gotcha. But, what if I were to tell you you're already dead? You're already dead. Gano.
Wait. How am I dead?
Remember earlier we were all getting together for the party and then shit went loose? Yeah, well, I already knew who the killer was. I was playing dumb. I don't know who the killer is. I knew it was you. I knew you were behind it. I got some intel. Well, a special friend of mine. Who told me, helped me out. And also, I saw what you did. I saw you drug everybody's drinks, and that's how they died. They didn't die viciously. They'll just poison everybody's drink. I saw it. It's like, how could I'm surprised anybody else didn't see it. So, it's kind of their fault for dying, being that dumb. But, yeah. But, since I saw that, I was like, you know what? Swap my drink out. I thought my drink out was yours. We did a little squisharoo. And now, you drink my drink, so you should be dying here soon, too. That makes a lot of sense. That's why my drink tasted weird. I'm not good, lads. Stunheim. Well, that's taken care of. never trust doctors. It's hard to trust them when they pull shit like this. Why do every time... Not all doctors, because I know some good doctors. But what's the deal with doctors and pulling this shit? I mean, come on. Especially when they have, like, you almost, anytime they have an accident or something, it's like, okay, what kind of evil scheme? Who you gonna kill? What's going on? But yeah, he's taken care of. I gotta fucking I gotta go unlock the door. I gotta get the janitor in here. We gotta clean all this up. Cause bodies everywhere. I'm like, fuck. I gotta go. See you next week, guys. Bye.